Excuse me. Our dear Heavenly Father, we're grateful for this day. We're grateful for this opportunity we have to meet together today and to work on our group assignment as well as continuing to edit our group project. We're grateful for everyone for everything that they do and for the hard work everyone's putting into things. And we ask you to bless us that we'll be able to work efficiently tonight and that we'll be able to understand what we're supposed to do. And we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
All right, let's do it.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, let's get ready to rumble. Okay.
I've got most of them. I think I've gone through most of them. There's a couple of them I'm like wondering if we need to do some calculations on.
On the assignment or the quiz?
Oh, on the quiz.
Okay. Well, we probably should. Okay, so for the next 9 questions, we'll review the PTC tasting study with different data. Of course we will.
Right.
So, yeah, sorry. So negative tonight. I'm tired. Okay, sorry. Okay, so please use the data presented here.
Yeah, one of the things I did is on that 2 proportions test in Excel at the bottom, you can right click and say you want to make a copy or something along those lines. And then you check the box to make a copy. So now you got 2 copies, one for each half of the quiz. That way, if we need to go back, we still have
awesome.
everything plugged in.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea. Okay, so P1 is the proportion of females. Let's see, out of 70 females in the sample, 52 can taste the PTC. Out of 59 males in the sample, 42 can taste the PTC. Please use the data presented here. That's 59. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so P1 is, use the data in the table to find the P hat 1. Okay. So that's, P hat 1 is the females. So it's the total 70, 52 divided by 70. Is that what we're doing on that one?
Yep. And if you punch this all in the Excel sheet too, it can do it too, but dividing isn't exactly the hardest thing in the world, so.
Right.
Let's see, so we plug it in where it's X1, no, not P1, okay.
Right.
So X1 is the yes. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so 52 and then 70 and then
70, because we'll probably have to punch it in there eventually anyways, so.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, to get some of the other values you need it.
Yeah. So I got 0.743 and 0.712 for the 2 p hats.
Yes, that's what I have.
P hat 1, P hat 2. Okay, so it wants P hat 1. So I'm with you guys. Go on.
All right,
Yeah.
Question 5. Which set of hypotheses is appropriate for addressing the research question? Went with the first option. P1 equal P2, and the null is P1 does not equal P2.
I think that's probably.
I went back and I was looking, and I don't see anything about P hat. So I thought the top one, because we're looking for not equal.
Well, the bottom one's not it because it's only P hat on 1/2 of it, right?
Yeah, they don't even match.
They don't match.
Yeah, I think it's number 1.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, moving on.
Okay, create a 95% confidence interval for P1 minus P2 and put your answers for the point estimate, margin of error, lower bound and upper bound. What is the point estimate?
Now, how are you guys getting the point estimate on this?
Well,
I'm confused on this one. Oh,
that, yeah, this one and the next one, I'm thinking, because I was trying to look through and I'm thinking, do we have to go back to our, like the point estimate is kind of like the P hat, but we're using 2 of them. So we have to do the X1 and X2 and then, or whatever I'm doing, minus, or what did I do? The 2 X's divided by N, like adding them, both of them on top and both on the bottom.
Is the point estimate not Z?
this point. What's the point?
I don't
estimate?
know. Or do you plug in Z and then you take the other portion? I don't know. I was hoping you could help us out.
I thought the point estimate was just Z, but I mean, I could be wrong.
You might be right. I just got there and was like, oh.
We'll find out. What is the margin of error for this 95% confidence interval? Well, now we do have to use the calculators.
And I saw on the other one, it was like the Z times square root of P hat times 1 minus P hat divided by N. I'm going,
It goes on and on. I know my grandson looked at my homework and went, oh, I'm glad I'm not doing that.
Oh,
Anyway, I got 0.154. Did anybody get anything different?
How'd you get that margin of error?
Margin of error. I took the two confidence levels. I took the upper level, subtracted the lower level, and divided it by 2.
Is that how you get it?
I think that's how you get it.
I
That's
thought
how I got the
how we
other
were doing
one.
it before was like
That's how I was getting the other one.
the upper one from the lower one and then divided it by the lower one. Is that something different?
That's something different.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know that I'm right, but all my margin of errors I've done the upper minus the lower divided by 2.
All right, well, let's go with that then. What'd you say?
upper divided by lower divided by 2.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, what did you say that one? The answer was on that one?
0.154.
What the honk just happened?
Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at this and wondering what happened. Okay, I didn't touch this thing, right?
Here we go.
And
Sorry, what'd you get for the margin of error?
my upper level is margin error 0.154, but let's see, point estimator. I'm going back to the beginning. Use the data to find P1. Okay. I'm back up. Okay, I got it. I thought I'd answered the upper and lower already, but I hadn't.
Yeah, the negative 1.23 and 0.185.
Right. I did the P1 and P2 before. For some reason, I was thinking that was the upper and the lower. And I was like, wait a minute, that's not going to work. Okay, so
Wait.
are you with us, Aaron?
So,
No. Okay. For the margin of error, you got that one?
no, that's what I'm still on. I wonder if I typed something in wrong because I added them together and divided them by 2.
Okay. Remember, be sure to do your negative. It's 0.185. Subtract negative 123. My calculator will let me change the value. Then I subtract.
That's what I did. I see. I think. Well, no. And then you divide that by, so that equals 0.062.
I got 0.3.
So you're adding your two confidence intervals, your 0.123 and the 0.185 divided by 2?
You subtract them. You take the 0.185.
Oh, you subtract them.
Subtract.
So my P2 minus my P1?
No. Yes. See, it says it up there in the top.
Okay, I got
P1
you.
minus P2. And then
I do see where it says P1 minus P2.
Yeah, and then divide that by 2. That should give you your margin of error.
So, but you're saying I do P2 minus P1 divided by 2.
Well, yeah, I always take the upper bound and subtract the lower bound and divide by 2. Gives me a positive number. Otherwise, you're going to get negative number. All right, so it's been right. I haven't missed the margin of errors yet, but I might tonight.
No, that looks good to me. I was just I was adding instead of subtracting them.
Oh, yeah, that makes a difference.
Okay, we're good. I'm good to go at least.
Okay. So our p-value is 0.653. Do we reject it or fail to reject it?
That's a fail, right? Fail to reject.
Agreed?
I said fail to reject as well.
Okay.
That's the first one, right?
That's number 10. Yeah, first one.
Yeah, number 10.
11.
Okay, so
It's
which
the last one, right? There's insufficient evidence to suggest that the true population of females who can taste
Yeah, that-
PTC is different.
You know what?
That's what I said.
That came right out of the book or the homework. I've seen that before.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Both of them are kind of similar to that.
Mhm.
So number 9.
Why we have to
Next
use big numbers?
So the next batch, that's where I thought, you know what? Let me just make a copy of the thing, and just in case we need it.
Hmm.
Yeah, right click and move or copy, and I selected make a copy.
Yeah.
And that way I could just plug in numbers a second time. And
Yeah, in case we have to redo.
yeah, that was, so let me know when you get all the numbers plugged in.
So when we put this in, oh, we want the dyed, not the, okay.
Yeah.
713. Yeah. 515. Oops. It continues on the same line. Okay. I'm not going to the hospital on weekends if this is.
Well, these were done in Canada too. Does that help?
Oh, yeah, that helps.
Patients of a heart attack are admitted to the hospital on a weekday. Less than. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
Yeah, I have it less now.
Okay.
What was the other one that we were doing? Were we supposed, I think I might have had mine on the wrong thing. I had less than on that one.
It was supposed to be not equal to.
Right.
Hang on.
So, but the
Change anything. It changed the p-value. Didn't change anything else.
And I don't think it asked us for a p-value either.
Oh, we're safe. Okay, moving on. Sorry, guys. Okay.
All right. So number 12, the conditions are met, true.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Plenty of people there.
What hypothesis is appropriate?
Um,
The last one again?
Yes.
I think so, yeah. Not equal to.
That's what I
Or
said.
no, I'm not. I'm sorry, less than.
Okay, and then P1, you had 1.141.
0.141, right?
Oh, let me get back to my new table now. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see. P1 was what? Oh, 0.141. Okay.
Yep. And then 0.145 is the second one.
Right.
P hat 2 was 0.855.
I got 0.145.
I have 0.145.
Okay, so I have 167.13, 118, 519, 36, 292, 42, 447.
We got 61.55 for the second one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I might have put the wrong data in here. Oh, 61.55. Yeah, I used the wrong one. Boy, that kills me every time on the quizzes, I'll tell you what. Okay, there we go. Yep. Trust you
Okay.
guys. You're.
And then
3 eyes are better.
Man, I'll tell you, I did some really stupid ones on that test, on
Oh,
that
yeah.
last homework
Oh,
quiz.
that
I
last
was
test killed me.
just kicking myself. I was like, oh my gosh. Read the question.
So
Okay.
Z-score, negative 2.020.
yep.
So it would be to the left, correct?
Right.
Okay. And the p-value for this test is 0.022.
I have
You know what that-
0.22, right?
Well-
Let me double check.
Yeah, I got it.
0.22.
0.022 is what I got.
0.022.
Oh, I never bothered putting in that first 0.
Oh, yeah, 022. Okay. What's the decision on this test? Failed to
I
reject?
rejected the null.
Reject that thing.
I did a reject.
Yep.
Okay, I did too. So this one would be there's sufficient evidence. Let's see.
I think it's the third one.
That's always everybody. Yeah, yes. Is that it? That's it, guys.
That's it. Let's see how we did.
Why don't I have 18 marked here?
I think we got 2 wrong.
Those
We
two
did.
that we were questioning, the margin of error and the,
Okay, let me go back to the paperwork here.
is that the two that are wrong? Because I didn't submit.
No. I just actually question 17 accidentally clicked to the right and set it to the left. I meant to click to the left.
What was the other one? Was that the margin of error?
The other one that we got wrong is the point estimate. So I guess it's not the z-score.
I didn't think it was. So, okay, what if I put in on the point estimate? Let me go find that was around point estimate. Because I was thinking maybe if it's the point estimator, if I took my 2 cells and added those divided by the other one, I'd get 0.142. I'm going to try that.
Guys,
Yeah.
p-hat is called a point estimate of p.
Okay, I'm going to shoot for that 142.
What is it? What'd you say?
P-hat is called a point estimate of p.
Huh.
So, wouldn't it be the totals divided?
I'll tell you in a second.
Okay.
Okay, so I got both 6 and 7 wrong. I put on 6 the 0.142, and that was wrong. And I did the 2. I added my C4 and C6 and divided by my C5 plus C7. So I added both of the X1s on top divided by both of my N's on the bottom added together.
Oh, I just did it in the system.
Well, I just did it on a cell and
Yeah. The Z.
oh, you know what I did?
Uh-huh.
Guess what I did? I was looking at the wrong one. I was looking at that other sheet from the first one, not the second one.
Oh, no.
Silly me.
Yep.
So we're thinking
So-
we just need to add
Actually-
together the 2 p-hats and then divide them.
Yeah. And then it would be like 0.729 is what I should have put. I was looking at the wrong sheet.
Okay, so what question are we?
That's number 7.
Back up. The margin of error is not 0.154?
Yeah, margin of error we got right.
No. Oh, so I put 0. Well, I have 0.0154. So I put 0.0154 instead of, because when I keep hearing the double zeros, then I'm doing 0.0154 instead of 0.154.
Yes,
Yeah,
0.154.
0.124.
And
Yeah,
then
zero.
point
The
estimator,
other one we got wrong is the point estimate.
okay, which is number.
I think number 7. I think it should be 0.729.
That's number 6, the point estimator.
Oh yeah, point estimator 6.
So add the 2 p-hats and divide them by 2.
Oh,
That's the margin of error.
I think, don't you divide it by the end? Oh, no. Your point, I mean, your other one, margin of error, right?
The margin of error is the confidence intervals, upper, lower, subtract lower, divide by 2. But the point estimator, according to the homework assignment, is just the p-hat. Let me see if I can find some more information on that.
So
Are we all confused yet?
Yeah.
Is it the overall sample proportion? Is that
That's what I was thinking.
it's just
So I think it's both of them on top divided by both on the bottom, but if I would have paid more attention, I could have told you for sure. I gotta go plug these all in.
if that's the case, then it'd be 0.729.
That's what I have, but I haven't gotten to the point of double checking it.
Oh, no wonder it doesn't make any sense.
Which one?
Oh, I'm looking through 17. I was like, no wonder it doesn't make any sense. We're on 18. Moving on. I have all of this printed out, and I was looking in lesson 17.
I'm having trouble finding things.
I know.
It's like I print out so much, and then I'm like trying to figure out where's what, and I was like, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So let's see.
So it also says that another thing is that the point estimator minus the margin of error equals our bounds. So we can just take our margin of error, right, and just go backwards on that equation.
Instead of subtracting Adam?
So you just add the margin of error to the lower bound, I think.
Mm.
And it should be the same number as if you subtracted it from the upper bound. And it is. So I think it's 0.031.
0.031. This would have been a good one to invite the teacher at, huh?
Yeah, seriously.
0.031 for the where we had 0.729 or the margin of
For the point estimator, 0.031, because it's point estimator minus margin of error equals to the lower bound. So that means since we know what the margin of error is, we can just put that in, and then for the lower bound, add the margin of error to the lower bound, and subtract the margin of error from the upper bound. And it should give us the same number, which it does, and it's 0.031, which would be our point estimator.
Okay.
I think.
Matt?
If I'm
so
right.
upper bound minus margin of error equals lower bound?
No.
I'm so confused.
Upper,
Tell me that again.
the equation for lower bound is the point estimator minus the margin of error. The equation for upper bound is point estimator plus margin of error. So we already have the lower bound and the upper bound, and we already have the margin of error. And so we can just punch in what we have and solve for the unknown.
Okay.
If I'm right.
That's right, Aaron. You did it right.
All right,
So
cool.
it's point
0.031.
is the point estimator.
Number
6.
Miss Zach tonight. He must have got stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
Yay, 100%. Yay, yes.
Okay, now, Aaron, one more time. Why don't you send me an email with what the how you got the point estimator? You
Okay.
type it out and send it to me?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll look it over because I'm looking through all my paperwork here. I'm just
Yeah.
not seeing.
Well, where I found it is just on the if you just go into the teacher's notes on lesson 18.
Oh, okay. There you
If
go.
you scroll down a little bit, you'll just see the two equations.
Okay, I'll do that.
And I kind of remember us doing that at some point in time, but that was a few weeks ago. So
No, there's just too much information.
Yeah, that's the only reason I got it. Is I was just looking through her notes trying to find point estimator, and I finally found it, and it's under this week's.
nice.
It's right underneath her little table.
There you go. Point estimator minus margin of error. Point estimator plus margin.
Yeah, and since we already had the other two, we could just solve for the point estimator. I don't know if that's the official way you're supposed to do it, but that's a way we can do it.
Actually, it's a
Oh,
great
wow.
way to do it. It's probably, well, otherwise you're creating some fancy equations that it's like, huh?
Yeah. So
All right, awesome.
you
Thanks.
got it, or do you still want me to send an email?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I can actually see it. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Got too many things up on my screen here tonight.
How'd you do on that quiz this last time? That last homework quiz?
A homework quiz. You know, I was so mad at myself because I didn't do very good.
And
I mean,
the
I
second time
I bumped it the first time because I ran out of time. I had to just kind of guess and stick stuff in.
Let's see.
I was
11.
kind of mad.
Yeah,
I had to get off the computer, so
I missed one on it too. I couldn't.
I'm
I keep missing that one about, you know, where if you're well, it doesn't say confident. It says another word like you're
Yeah,
the
that one.
chance of getting that one.
It messed me up too. I didn't really know what it wanted because it was so much different wording than we had ever used before.
right. And you know,
And it keeps messing me up the first time and the second time, and I'm like, okay, I'm so confused. What in the world should that answer be?
On the group quizzes, it's always easy enough. Like it always
Yeah.
very simple languages, but then always in these homework quizzes, it always seems to have a different phrasing of it.
yeah. Well, I missed number 10, which was stupid because the answer is right there, and all you have to do is times it by 2, right?
Oh.
But suppose that you're testing the hypothesis 6.62 against not equal to 0.62. You calculate the z, the 1.334. The area to the right is 1.334. Under the standard normal density curve is 0.191. What's the p-value? All you have to do is take that 0.091 and times it by 2. That's your p-value. And I missed that. And I was very angry because that was an easy one.
Yeah, I always hate that when you look
I mean,
back.
you can figure it the long way, but
Oh yeah.
that's really the easy way to do it because they gave you half the answer.
And so all you had to do was multiply what by what again? The p by 2?
Well, the under the standard normal density curve, the z, okay, it says z is 1.334. Under the standard normal density curve is 0.091. What is the p-value? Well, you've got the left side, the right side. You have to times that by 2 to get the 0.
Oh, because it's not equal, you have to multiply it by 2.
Right.
I gotcha.
And I didn't, so I got it wrong.
I got it wrong twice.
Yeah, well, that's how, I think that's how, I mean, I'm sure there's a longer way to get that, but that's how I got it. So, I mean, you could put the
Well,
z,
that's a good way to do it.
I think you can put the z into the normal app. Let's see here. I didn't even do that. I forget to bring these things up, and
On number 12, what'd you guys get for 12 on the homework quiz?
I got, oh, if we create a 95% confidence interval, 95%, and the way I remember that is because there's got two 95s in that sentence.
Okay.
So if we create many 95% intervals, with 95% of them will contain the true proportion.
Okay.
So many tests, 95 of them will contain the true proportion. So I always look for the sentence on a question like that has those 2%, that percentage in there twice.
Because when I was looking, I'm going, well, it can't be the first one because they told us it's never a chance. And so I
Right.
selected one of the other two and then one of the other two, and I got them both wrong. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
it's the third option.
That's how I remembered that one, is because there's always a 95% chance that 95% of your data.
Okay.
So that's just kind of how I remembered that.
Yeah, because I bombed that one the last 2 times. I'm like, well, how in the world do you answer that thing? And so
Yes,
thank you.
Just look for the two 95% in the sentence.
Okay, got it.
And as long as
That
it doesn't say chance or
Right.
something
But I
like
knew it wasn't a chance, and I'm like going, okay, I know I can't select that one.
that. Yeah, no, 95% of all 95.
Got it.
That's it.
All right. Slowly getting it.
All right. Thanks, Aaron. I'll let you go home. get
Thanks,
to
you
go home
guys. All right. You guys have a good night.
now. Okay, we'll see you guys. Talk to you on Thursday, right?
Yep.
Thursday, and then we'll wait to get that email from you.
Yeah, I sent the
And
email.
go
You
over
should
the-
have it. It's attached to.
Yeah, we have it. I just got to go read it.
Go read it, and I haven't submitted it yet. So if you have something you want me to change, send it to me before I submit it again. I'll probably be about an hour before I submit it.
I looked over it and it looked good to me. So
Look good to you?
All
Okay.
right.
Alrighty. I'll just
All right. Sounds good. Okay. Thanks.
all right,
Okay.
we'll see y'all later.
Bye, guys.
All right. Have a good week.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.